Well, hello and welcome to the Owatonna. Let's start over. Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. Good to have you with us on this Friday, June 30th of 2017. My name is Pete Connor. I'm your host, and we'll have a couple of folks from the city to talk about some upcoming things and ongoing things, it seems, during the summer. Mary Jo Knudson from Park and Rec, as well as Kris Busse, our administrator, will be here. And then we're going to move on location to the Pleasant Grove Pizza Farm. And that ought to be interesting. I wonder what a pizza farm is.
They grow pizzas.
They grow pizzas. That's right. And I'd like to share with you who our sponsors are, because it's real important that we consider them as they bring us to you. Our premier sponsors are the City of Owatonna and Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors, Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Fairway Foods, Little Theater of Owatonna, Owatonna Foundation, and Turtle Creek Nursery and Landscaping. Our interlude sponsors of Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Cedar Valley Services, Carlson Branstead and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Owatonna Area Business Development Center, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Video Productions, Tri-M Graphics, and TPS Insurance. And we hope that you'll support these wonderful businesses, and because they support us, as I said just a bit ago. So say thanks to them when you see them out and around, and we're able to continue to bring the show to you because of them. And if you do have some ideas of people who could be good sponsors, why don't you let us know by giving Leanne a call at 390-5751. Now we're going to take a bit of a break to highlight some of those sponsors, and then we'll be right back with Kris and Mary Jo. So please stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Nick Paler from Turtle Creek Nursery and Landscaping. Come see our wide variety of plants. Proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Kris and Mary Jo to the show. Nice to have you. A little rhyme there, yes. Mary Jo.
Nice.
I've not had Mary Jo with me before. You, of course, are sort of standard stuff anymore.
Old hat. Old shoe, yes. Old shoe, yeah.
Well, summertime brings a lot of things, both kind of for fun and also for obvious community improvement. You know, when we start talking about infrastructure. A couple of things I want to get to before we get to Mary Jo's multiple list of things that she's got in front of her. You know, we know that the city is cooperating with the county with respect to the courthouse improvements or repairs. How's that going down at the fire hall?
You know, I think it's going pretty well, considering it's a major shift, obviously, for our firefighters, and we really appreciate them being able to accommodate this change. Firefighters are all kind of having any of their training or meetings in the second floor. They've had to give up their training room on the first floor, the third floor meeting room, you know, the hallways, the bathrooms, things like that. Yeah. So gets to be, you know, there's quite a few folks that come through the courthouse. Obviously, you have a lot of traffic coming in and out, and you know, much patience and flexibility by all, I think, has helped us all kind of get through it. So,
you know, there wasn't a lot of time for thought. Obviously, you know, a building that's, you know, in disrepair. Where else could all of that taken place within the city? You
know, that's the hard part. I think the fire hall was just uniquely located and ready to go. I mean, I doubt that they could have found another spot that they could have been up and running in a day, basically a day or two. You know, maybe there had been some bigger space out at the former Walmart or something like that. But, you know, you have all sorts of IT, computer, you know, telephone, issues that you have to work out. And we were fortunate for the county and for our citizens that we're able to accommodate that and then restore that service as quickly as we did.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that it's working, and hopefully it won't be too much longer that they'll get to go back into their old quarters. Also, summertime. We have roads and streets, and we've got some big projects underway. Lamont Road being one, North Cedar being another.
Yes, we have some. Those are our two main projects for this year, and we'll probably be tore up through the fall. We're doing some major reconstruction there, putting in curb gutter, trail on the Lamont Road as well. And then the North Cedar, another major improvement with total reconstruct and all that infrastructure improvement.
Right. Oh, and the trail that goes from North Street to 26th is going to be paved.
Right, the Straight River.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's a nice trail.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. And, luckily we have Mary Jo here who was part of that, getting that big grant that we got to fund that. And that area, and I know you've been down there, it's just so beautiful. It's like you're, in another world.
Exactly.
It's just...
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not here. Mary Jo?
Yes.
Nice to have
I'm okay now.
Your name? Yeah, are you going to make it? Your name has only been mentioned about 4 times since we started, so we probably ought to get you involved in the conversation.
That would be great.
Let's talk about that trail paving and the grant. The grant was through whom?
There were 2 different grants. One was a federal grant through the Transportation Alternatives program, and that one went through DOT review for our letter of intent, and then it went to that particular program and got approved, and that was a few years ago. And then we wrote a DNR grant for the local trail connections, and that's where we got the rest of the matching funds and some of the things that the TAP grant didn't cover.
Does that come out of legacy funds
So
then?
it does not come out of legacy. Nope.
Okay. All right.
Just the regular DNR, local trail connection.
See, we talk about that just quickly. The connectivity is kind of important. We talk about cycling, in and around the city, but that's a trail that you can get from the north end off 26 down to closer to in town, and then connect again with the trail. So if someone wanted to get to downtown, it would be relatively easy from the north side now.
That's why it was a good candidate for the transportation alternatives, just for the bicycle commuter in town.
Right. Yeah.
To be able to get to important areas.
Super. That whole handful of paper in front of you.
I have a lot of things going
So why don't you go ahead and unless, Kris,
Yeah.
you want to share this big one first.
I think we're going to go with the big one first.
Let's go with the big one, yeah.
All right. So we have our weekend out coming up here in July, and there's just a host of activities. I'll let Mary Jo explain a little further. Great things for families, from runs and
and camping and movies.
Right, camping, movies in the park, the diaper dash, the kids trail run, that pop-up splash pad. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I can't talk as much about the pop-up splash pad. I'm in charge of the diaper dash, toddler trot, and kids K.
Well, then
We do have all sorts of neat things going on. At Manthe Park, they are going to have a pop-up splash pad, and I know we're going to work on getting a kickball game, a slip and slide kickball game for ages 7 to 12. Otherwise, most all of our events are open to families and people of all ages. We do start out on Friday night. We have tennis in the park at 7 o'clock. We also have our camp out at Brown Park, and you do have to pre-register for the camping spot, and we're going to be showing the movie The Great Outdoors that day as well.
Yeah.
Then Saturday we roll into Farmers Market. They're doing a little Power of Produce thing for kids that day. And then at Darts Park we have the diaper dash and toddler trot and kids K. Everybody's going to go away with a finishing prize of some sort, but we kind of took it off of all of the 5Ks that are available. There aren't a lot for kids, so we're going to start one for the kids. We do have Rec on the Go, which is a new program, kind of cutting edge in the state of Minnesota. And Go for Sport has been really great for us in working with us to get this underway. They've done a couple in the state otherwise. Then we have fowling, I'm not sure. It's a bowling, crossover, and that's one of those things that you're going to really just truly have to go check it out at spare time on Saturday. Out at Brooktree, we do have Wine, Women, and Golf, just 3 holes and a glass of wine to get people acquainted with the course if they're not necessarily a golfer to begin with.
Sure.
And we have a Mommy and Me, or Daddy and Me, or Grandma and Grandpa and Me for ages 3 to 6. They play 3 holes and they come back and they're treated to a little burger bar, which is nice for them and gets them used to playing on the big course when hitting around home just isn't cutting it anymore.
Yeah, sure.
And we also have that for ages 7 to 9. And then for adults, we have a little tournament on Sunday called Bloodies and Birdies, and 9-hole scramble, just a lot of fun. And that's on Sunday. Then we have our Family Sunday Fun Day rates at Brooktree, and the water park on Sunday is $2.50 admission all day.
All right.
So, and that's just a little sampling. Check out our Facebook page and our website. We have all the details there.
It's important, I think, to think about activities for everybody, and it's just your outline talks about kids, so the 7 to 70 or the 8 to 80, whatever. There's something for people of any age.
Yep.
During the summer, isn't there?
Yeah, that's one of our goals, and it's Get Your Play On is the Park and Rec theme for the month of July. It's the national theme, and so we're taking that and we're trying to get everybody out to play that we possibly can.
Cool. Yeah.
So
We've covered some weeks ago the Masters Grill.
yes, Masters
Restaurant,
Bar and Grill.
Bar and Grill. How's that going?
It's going very well. Mark and Stacy have done a great job. As you know, they're owners of the bagel shop as well, and they have been wonderful people to work with and are really attentive to the golfers' wants and needs, and they're willing to do groom suppers and things like that. We've had some requests for those types of things, but one of the things that we really enjoy are the music on the patio, and we've got a beautiful patio out at Brooktree, and if you're a golfer or not a golfer, it's a great place to go and listen to music.
Cool.
So
Good. We've always liked to get the burger baskets from there. And
Very good. And the wraps are good, too.
And the wraps are good. Excellent. We'll take that under advisement.
Good.
Yeah. So, just a full menu, if you want to say, not only of food, but certainly of things happening in our city. And if we were to look forward to 2018, what sorts of plans do we have for other things, maybe that have been untried? Any idea about those? And that's kind of a slippery question at this point in time, but anything that comes to mind about things that you'd like to see, let's say, in Park and Rec or at the golf course?
At the golf course, we're always willing to try different things to get people of all ages out, but we do have something that's kind of just in the beginning stages of planning, but at where the Lincoln tennis courts are, where they're in disrepair right now and unable to be used, we're looking at having a grant that's going to replace a couple of those courts with a recreational covering tile. Recreational tile would be the way to put it. And then the other 2 courts are going to have permanent concrete beanbag board toss and a ping pong table, which are vandal proof, and so we think anyway. And that's in the very beginning stages, but very cutting edge actually nationwide. There aren't very many of those, and we're looking at possibly putting in a bocce ball court as well. So just some new and different things to get people to come out to a different park.
Perfect. It's always nice to know. And trail, last bit of trail vandalism. We seem to talk about vandalism. How's it been? Getting a little bit yet, or?
I don't
Quiet
think it's
now.
been as...
It's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
yeah,
Well,
things are in good shape.
let's just hope that it stays that way, and let's just hope that all of these things that you've talked about are going to come off and be well participated in, and folks will have a good time in the city of Owatonna. Thanks to both of you for being here
Welcome.
to help
Thanks,
us with
Pete.
that. It was an easy interview when you got a lot of things to talk about. And thanks be to you for being with us today. We're going to take a few minutes for some sponsor messages, and then we'll be right back for a close. So don't go away.
The River Springs Water Park at 3065 St. Paul Road is open for the summer. Come with family and friends to enjoy the many features the water park has to offer. Open swim hours are listed on the screen. For more information on daily specials, programs, and large group packages, visit our website, Call the water park at 774-7370 or find them on the River Springs Water Park Facebook page. Make a big splash this summer at the River Springs Water Park.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to Transitional Housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we are here today at the Pleasant Grove Pizza Farm. It's just outside of Waseca, kind of between Waseca and Owatonna. And I would like to welcome Emily Knudson and Bill Bartz. Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show.
Thank you for having us.
Well, this has become rather popular across the country, is pizza farms. And you have started your own, and I believe this is your second full year.
Correct.
Okay, so first of all, tell us a bit about yourself. Emily, tell us about you, and then pass the microphone over to Bill, and he can give us a bit of his background.
Okay, my name is Emily. I met Bill approximately 4 years ago, and he always dreamed of doing something special with his property and his barn. Mm-hmm. And so I suggested a pizza farm, and of course his response was, "What's a pizza farm?" Growing up in Red Wing, there were quite a few near me along the River Road in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And so I would go to one over in Stockholm. So that's where I brought him on the following Tuesday. And just about immediately, he fell in love with it and in love with the idea. So we came home and we started on the drawing board. And here we are. Going into our second full season.
Second full season, wow. Okay, pass the microphone to Bill. And Bill, what is your background been?
I have quite an extensive background. Did a lot of different things after high school. I didn't go to college. You could say chased some dreams for a while.
Okay.
And I've been learning a trade for the last 10 years that is interior woodwork, custom woodwork, those kinds of things. So I've been in the carpentry business for a long time.
Okay.
And as Emily said, she presented this idea to me that I thought was crazy at first, but as soon as I saw the pizza farm, I knew with my carpentry background is what made this extremely obtainable, is the best way I can say
sure,
it.
Because you could do a lot of the work yourself.
Right, a lot of the construction and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I knew that it wasn't too far-fetched to accomplish.
Okay, so here we are, it's 2017, and I don't know who wants to tell us this, but tell us now, you're open 2 days a week, so give us all of the specifics about the pizza farm and where you're located and when you're open.
Okay, well, maybe we both can talk about it a little bit, but we are open 2 days a week. Now in May, we were just open Sundays, just because May is a little more inclement weather, so we're not open as much. So in May, we're just open Sundays every Sunday. Starting this year, it was May 14th. Weather's going to always kind of decide when we open and when we close, but the general public can expect us to open when it starts getting warm out, basically in May. And then for the summer months, June, July, and August. And I think even through September, we'll be open on Thursday evenings as well.
Okay.
I know it's kind of different with hours, but we just got to kind of plan it around Mother Nature a little bit.
Thursday evenings at what time do you
Thursday
start?
evenings, we take pizza orders from 4 till 8. And we're actually open till 9.
All right.
And then on Sundays is 1 to 7.
Okay, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. I want to find out about your menu, so pass the microphone
I'll
back
let Emily
over
talk.
to Emily. And you're standing in front of the menu, Emily. How did you develop this menu, and what do you offer?
So we offer a base of 5 pizzas, and together during the winter months, or the winter of 2014, Bill and I did a lot of practicing and cooking inside our home kitchen, developing our current pizza recipes. Bill created our red sauce, which is homemade, Bill's recipe, as well as our crust is Bill's recipe.
Oh, wonderful.
So the pizzas are homemade, handmade. The number one seller would be the pig and pork. It's the red sauce, pepperoni, sausage, green olives, and the mozzarella cheese.
Okay.
Second bestseller, well, it kind of comes in, the sweet Georgia pie over here by Bill. Very tasty with the garlic olive oil base, garlic seasonings, prosciutto, goat cheese, fresh basil, and and then a little shredded mozzarella topped with Hannah's honey out of Waseca here, Waseca, Minnesota.
Oh, that is really a unique pie. Wonderful.
It's very sweet, yet that goat cheese gives it a little tart.
Bit, sure.
Yeah, it's very good. Pizza fries are number one for children. So it's a garlic olive oil base with garlic seasonings and then shredded and fresh mozzarella.
Okay.
And with that comes a cup of our homemade red sauce. So kids love to
do the dipping?
Yep, they're cut in rectangles. So it's still the regular pizza size, which is, you can see on what the sweet Georgia pie and the breakfast pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so those are the sizes of the pizzas. The Buster is also a great seller. It's a mushroom and sage olive oil, garlic seasonings, caramelized onions, fresh basil, sauteed portobello mushrooms, and sausage topped with both kinds of cheeses. Very tasty, very flavorful, lots of flavors in your mouth.
So do you do just these specific pizzas? Can people customize, say, the Buster or the pig and pork?
Right, so you can take an item off. So green olives, you love them or you hate them.
Okay, that's true.
So if you don't like green olives, you can have them taken off. However, to keep it easy in the kitchen, we do not allow people to do add-ons. So there are no mushrooms added on, maybe to the pig and pork. But to just keep things very simple in the kitchen. Yep. We also do featured pizzas, and right now our featured pizza is the breakfast pizza, cream cheese base with farm fresh eggs from the local area, peppered bacon from Fisher Family Pork Farms out of Waseca here, and sausage, mild cheddar cheese topped with local maple syrup.
Oh boy.
Very tasty.
So you really are doing as much as you can for farm to table.
Yes.
Great.
We locally source as much as we can. It's very important to both Bill and I.
All right, so scoot over back again. And Bill, now tell us about the pizza oven that you use.
We use a traditional Italian style oven, which sounds fancy for just wood heat. I heat our brick oven up early in the morning for each day that we cook, and I just burn hardwood of some kind, oak, maple, depends. It always varies just a little bit.
Sure.
But I preheat the oven all morning and day long, and then push all the coals back and clean the stone. And then we cook the pizzas right on the stone that I had the fire on earlier that day.
So what kind of a flavor does this give to the pizza?
Well,
or do you actually have to come out and experience it?
You have to come out and experience
it. All right, we'll leave it at that.
I wouldn't say so much a flavor that it adds as the proper technique to cook a pizza. Is what it does.
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, all right. And pass the microphone back over to Emily. And Emily, now people are welcome to bring their own beverages, and that includes adult beverages.
Adult alcoholic beverages for those who are 21 and over. So we're cooler friendly. Also bring your soda, you know, your juice for the children, water. We also encourage folks to bring their own tables, their own chairs, any other food, snacks, salads, desserts, any yard games, any board games. We're a very family-friendly venue. And as well, we're a clean farm, and what that means is the garbage that you create while you're here, you take with you. So don't forget your garbage bag.
So bring your garbage bag in. And we also should note that you are fully certified by the Minnesota State Health Department.
Correct.
And that you also have the proper license for
the BYOB.
For the BYOB.
Correct.
Okay, that's great. Well, before we run out of time, we want to take a look at the outside of the grounds. So let's relocate. We're on the outside of the building here, and tell us now, we need to talk about, you always have entertainment out here.
Yeah, we do.
Talk about that.
That's really important, Emily and I. We love music, live music in particular. So every day we're open, every Thursday and every Sunday that we're open, we basically always have live music, and it's a mix of country, bluegrass, folk music. Basically is what we have out here. So on Thursdays, we have music generally around 5 o'clock, and on Sundays we have it around 3, 4, even 5 o'clock. It varies on Sundays. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And what we want to let people know, first of all, where are you located?
Okay, we're located just north of Waseca. We're out in Blooming Grove Township. So we're, as a bird flies, about 3.5, 4 miles northeast of Waseca, or we're just a few miles south of Morristown.
Okay, and just type in Pleasant Grove Pizza Farm?
Yeah, you should be able to, in any kind of phone, on your computer at home. There are a couple signs on your way out here, but I'd rely more on our address that you'll find.
And I had no problem getting out here.
It seems everyone finds their way, yes.
And Emily, you are having a very special event coming up on July 29th. Very quickly, tell us about that.
Yes, July 29th is our second annual Mini Music and Art Fest. We will be having 6 bands starting at noon. We will have art vendors, farmers market vendors, and 2 food trucks, and we will sell pizzas till we sell out.
Till you sell out.
Which is about 150.
Okay. So. All right. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you very much. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. So everyone, Thursday nights, Sunday afternoons, come out to Pleasant Grove Pizza Farm, especially if it's a beautiful summer day. You will have a great time, enjoy great food and great music. So, audience, please stay with us. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Well, welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We've got just a bit of time for one announcement, and that's going to be to highlight the Penny George Institute for Health and Healing at the Owatonna Hospital. It's expanded its retail services by adding healing touch and wellness coaching. To learn more about the programs and services at Owatonna Hospital's Penny George Institute outpatient clinic, visit alinahealth.org or call 507-977-2828. And that'll do it for today. Please come back on Monday when we have Linda Hoffman from the Penny George Institute Therapies. And thanks for being with us today. Best wishes for a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you back on Monday.